there, YouTube coin community. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a great night. I know I've had a very long week so far. I see Robert Lawson is in there. He says he's eating melon. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody. Hey, Skyfalk, Jason Rogers, Alice Fink. Let's see, we got Cherish, 1913 Nickel, Dave Deaver, Pluterman. I don't know, I'm missing a bunch of people. There's already been a whole bunch of people in the chat. Hey, Carter, how are you? Thank you for the shout out. Well, first of all, how's everybody's night going so far? How's everybody doing? Now, tonight, I originally did have a topic picked out. Actually, in our admin chat in the Coin Opp group, they had given me some suggestions. Hi, Jackie, for a topic for tonight. And originally, the topic was going to be how double dies come into existence. But unfortunately, I couldn't get all the images I wanted to in time. So I decided to change it up. And the other thing we've been talking about a lot in admin chat was, well, my night's going pretty good, Alice. Was pretty much sniping items off of eBay. You can cherry pick eBay exceptionally easy. There's just a ton of stuff that gets listed wrong on eBay. So I decided to give you guys some examples and talk a little bit with you guys about finding great deals and bargains on eBay. How is everybody? Let's see. We've got Alice. My night's going pretty good, Alice. I will tell you on that question, though, my mother is having shoulder surgery today. She's having her shoulder worked on. So I'm a little worried about that. I think she just came out not too long ago. But it's nothing major, so it's not anything major. Straight up metal detecting, thank you for that comment. Let's see, I see Heavy Metal Silver said he has a new favorite coin. Hopefully he's talking about the one that I sent him. Congrats on the 10,000 viewers. I've had way more than 10,000 viewers, Kate Ross. We're almost at 40,000 right now, and our channel has had close to 5.5 million views. You're welcome, Heavy Metal Silver. Thank you for that super chat. Just so you guys know, I did add it up there in the corner. When we were live streaming, you do have the option of leaving a super chat as basically like a tip. Now, a lot of the channels do contests and things like that to try and get you to leave super chats, which is it's fine. Everybody has to have a hook. That's not my thing. I don't typically do that kind of stuff. When we reach milestones, we do giveaways, and occasionally my publicist will do giveaways for our website to help promote that. But for the most part, if you were to leave me a super chat, I don't like the idea of you just giving me money. So if you do leave a super chat, I've got to update what I have written up there. But if you leave me a super chat of $5 or more, I will send you an error or variety coin of my choosing at my expense, just as a thank you for supporting us. So just so you know, that option is out there. And once again, how is everybody's night going? I don't know if you guys all know this, but when you're live streaming, like putting together a video and all of that, when I put together a 10-minute video, typically it takes between 4 to 8 hours of work. There's a lot of research. I have to pull images, and then I have to record the audio, edit the audio, then I put the images together, edit all of that. It's a process. And I thought that could be stressful. But when you're setting up for a live stream, I don't know how, like Justin over at Couch Collectibles or the $50 Make You Holler guys can live stream as often as they do, because I will tell you, live streaming can really be nerve-wracking. I'm used to being in front of people. I was a stage performer in my younger days out in Las Vegas, so I am very much used to being in front of people, but being on a computer, on a webcam in front of people is a whole different ballgame. So every time I get nervous right before the live stream, and I just kind of think it's funny because there's nothing to be nervous about. Howdy, Mr. D. Well, howdy, Thomas. Let's see, we got Balmy Buffalo, Qui-Gon Jinn. Hey, I love the name. Hey, Cheryl Busman, Hungry 2, Metal Silver. Who's playing that on your live stream? Actually, Heavy Metal Silver, or yeah, Silver. If you have a YouTube channel, YouTube has like free background music and stuff that you can use as long as you give the creators credit. And I believe that intro is from, it's in the end credits. It's either from a band called Riot, not Quiet Riot, not the 80s band, but a band called Riot. It's either that or it was Jingle Punks. I don't know. I have lots of audio from both of them that I use and stuff. Now, the opening will change. I know I've got a heavy, hard-hitting rock opening. That was kind of a joke to Robert Lawson, and he liked it, so I just ran with it. But originally, I had made an opening segment that was only 12 seconds long, and it was really corny, and I didn't like it. So I made that one that you heard in the opening kind of as a joke. I thought I'd put some heavy metal on it. I don't know. Hey, man, what's up, and how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. I'm just joining you guys tonight. Well, Jason, welcome to the live stream. I'd like to welcome everybody to the live stream. Okay, for our topic tonight, one of the things I wanted to talk about, as I said originally, the topic for tonight, which will end up being next week's live stream, the topic was supposed to be how double dies come into existence, because there seems to be a lot of confusion for, well, not for, but a lot of confusion as to how double dies form. Once you know the actual minting process on a double die, or of how a double die comes into existence, everything from the original. Well, hey, thank you, Pluterman. I will leave you. Just flipped a 1922 no D for a couple hundred in profit. Here's some of that. That is awesome, Pluterman. I have always wanted to own a 1922 no D personally. I've had weak Ds and the like, but I have never owned in my personal collection a 22 plain, and I've always wanted one. Digging the beard. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, first time greenhorn here. Thanks for all the videos. Christopher, thank you for your shout out. Thanking me for the videos. I have a question for you. Go ahead, Balmy Buffalo. Shoot your question. Awesome deal, Pluto, man. Cool facial. Hi, everybody. I see you guys love my... I've got long hair, I've got the beard. I used to make lots of appearances in videos, but people would make Jesus references or all kinds of stuff, so I stopped being in a lot of the videos. What's your question there, Balmy Buffalo? You asked twice that you have a question. Oh, but as I was saying before, oh, thank you, Jason. Go ahead, Robert Lawson. I see you have a question. Send me some of your hair. Hey, Alien Retro Mod. What's up, man? What I was saying, though, about with double dies is once you know how the die is made, the hubbing process, the reduction process, and all of that stuff, you would understand the difference between a double die and mechanical doubling a lot quicker, and it'd be a lot easier for you to quickly figure out whether something is post-mint damage or not. So we're going to end up doing that next Wednesday. Is going to be my topic. Let me leave my email address down in the chat real quick so that Pluterman can shoot me an email so I can get his shipping address. That's my personal email address. If anybody ever has any images that they would like an opinion on, you can either send it right there to derringermagic@gmail.com, or you can send images to Coin Opp channel, which I'm typing that one right now, at gmail.com. At the Coin Opp channel at gmail.com, if you were to send anything to that email address, both myself and Robert Lawson have access to that email, so you can get both of our opinions on coins, so we can both field questions. Qui-Gon Jinn, thank you so much for your super chat. Please shoot me an email so I can get your contact information. That way I can get a coin shipped out to you. I know last week's super chats, I believe I shipped out a clipped planchet and an off center to people who left super chats. But I literally will be sending you, I don't know if you could see that too well. There's a nice off center. It's a 2000 something off center. But I'll pick off of my wall back here an Error Variety coin. It's all up along that wall, and mail it to you at my expense for a thank you. Tonight's topic, though, I wanted to do would be on cherry picking eBay. For those of you that are coin searchers or cherry pickers, eBay can be a great plethora of finding cheap coins. It's a great source to find cheap coins. Now, you have to be very careful on eBay. I do suggest that if you get into cherry picking eBay, you know exactly what it is that you are looking for before you just don't go start looking at stuff. There are a lot of things on eBay that people have listed as errors that are not, or just very common things like struck through errors, like struck through grease. You're going to see that it's very, very common, and you'll see them on eBay. But I'm going to show you a couple examples of stuff that I've cherry picked from eBay, and I'm going to explain to you how I go about doing it. Typically, if I'm cherry picking something from eBay, it's either something that I want for my personal collection, or it's something that I want to make money on. Yes, heavy metal silver, you definitely can get burnt on eBay. There are a lot of fake coins, so I do suggest you be very, very careful with your cherry picking eBay. Excuse me. Now, first of all, on eBay, I've got some images that I can pull up. On eBay, the first thing that I recommend is try typing in a search ways that people who don't know anything about the coin collecting world, how they would word stuff. So one of the easiest ones is people cannot spell double die correctly. So double die is D-O-U-B-L-E-D-D-I-E. A lot of people will spell it double, or they'll spell it double die, D-Y-E. I don't know why. So on eBay, let me pull up some of these images for you. On eBay, a lot of times I will just type in stuff wrong and see what comes up. You'd be amazed. A lot of times people will have stuff listed wrong. These people all have double die spelled wrong. Now, this is also a really prime example. If you're looking at this image, the top two images is nothing more than die deterioration. Those are not true double dies. That person's asking way too much money for those. It really doesn't have any kind of extra value or premium. But just to give you an example, if you were to type in double die spelled wrong, you get all kinds of search results. So people constantly will have stuff listed in the wrong section, the wrong everything on eBay. So I do recommend checking that out. I'm so terrible at seeing errors. Maybe I just haven't found one. Scratches and die cracks confuse me. Well, Cheryl, scratches and die cracks, they can be confusing at first. Once again, that's another one. Once you understand and know the minting process, you can very quickly distinguish the difference between a die scratch, a die crack, or die gouges, or cracked die, or things along those lines. Errors for you, no scams, just real coins. Yes, if you're ever on eBay, errors for you, which Robert Lawson has it listed there. That's Robert Lawson's personal eBay. That guy literally lists a couple hundred coins every week or so. He always has lots and lots of error and varieties on his eBay. A lot of times when you're looking at images that I have in videos, various double dies or repunched mint marks, I pull those images right off of Robert Lawson's eBay. Because a lot of times it's a lot easier for me to just take an already existing image of Robert Lawson's instead of photographing it myself. I have a 2017P with double eyelids, and he doesn't know how to get up with Robert Lawson. Paul, you can send an email to Coin Opp channel at gmail.com, and that email address, both myself and Robert Lawson have access to that. Robert can very easily go take a look at that. Wow, Bam Branch, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's just amazing. Make sure you send me an email to the email address. Here, I'll post it again. Send me an email to the email address that I just posted in the chat, and that way I can get your contact information and get you something sent out for your donation. Thank you so much. Also, anybody that leaves a super chat, even if it's $1, I don't care how much it is, if you sponsor the channel in any way, the very next video that I do a little thank you, and I announce that the video is partially sponsored by all of our super chat donors, and then I also give you a personalized shout out, just so you know. Anyhow, back onto the topic at hand. So I just showed you, using terms that people don't normally think of, or wrong numismatic terms. If you're trying to cherry pick eBay, it's really cool. Just look up wrong numismatic terms. You will be amazed at what you find people have things listed as. I'm going to show you here. What do we have here? This is one that in admin chat, me and a few of the admins were looking at. This one is an example of how quickly they can go up in price. Now they have it listed as struck 4 times. To me, it looks like a triple struck. But this is a 1960D that looks like it was struck 3 times. It's a multi-strike. Multi-strikes sell for hundreds of dollars, upwards of $800 for really nice ones. When one of our admins stumbled across this one, it was only at $1. In the last 10 minutes, this one shot up to 76 bucks. It still would have been a bargain, but at the same time, without seeing this coin in hand, it would be very, very difficult to tell if this was real or not. So literally beyond that 70 bucks, 76 bucks that it's at, I personally wouldn't have bid anything beyond that because you just don't know. You don't want to get burnt if you're trying to cherry pick eBay. Wow, we got Brad Bizio with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Brad. Brian West, a 2014 Lincoln Cent WDDO to 003. A lot of the newer Lincoln Cent double dies still are only trading for a few bucks. Uncirculated examples, you can find them trading on eBay, Brian, anywhere from between 5 and 35 bucks. Just all depends on the grade. Circulated examples from a few bucks upwards of 5, maybe more. Just so you know there, Brian. Going soon. Okay, I'm going to show you all some cherry picks of my own from eBay. Just so you saw that last one that I showed you was one that we were looking at. Hey, Justin, how are you doing? We've got Couch Collectibles in the house. Hopefully, his computer situation won't be going on too much longer. For those of you who don't know, if you do watch Couch Collectibles channel, which, Justin, if you can, post a link to your channel in the comments. I don't know if you're able to do that, but if you can, post a link over there. But, Couch Collectibles, his computer recently had an issue and is being fixed, so his live streaming has been affected, but his normal content is still up, and he's been trying, but his computer will be back in a few days, and his normal content will be back to normal. So make sure, if you have never been over to Couch Coin's channel, to go check his content out. He does live coin roll hunting, he offers lots of information, and literally the information that he offers on his channel is not in conflict with any of the stuff I do on my channel or vice versa. So I really, really enjoy the relationship we've got with Couch Collectibles. Skyfalk, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You know what, Skyfalk, send me an email anyhow at Derringer Magic. I'll type it in again at Gmail. Shoot me an email over there when you get a chance, Skyfalk. Should be my logo in the chat. Thanks, man. There you go. Yep. Click on, if you can't, click on Couch Collectibles logo. You can go check out his channel. If you've never been over there, I do recommend checking out his channel. There are a few YouTube channels that are coin related that I definitely recommend to people, and Couch Collectibles is one of my #1s to recommend out. So we also started featuring some of his videos over on our website. Our publicist has been writing a few articles on some of his content as well. So go to show you. Anyhow, let me get back to the topic at hand. With cherry picking eBay, I want to show you a cherry pick that I just nailed. Literally just came in the mail today, so this is a very new cherry pick for me. This right here, if you look on the right hand side of the screen, it was listed as a no date Jefferson nickel with a reverse brokerage error, which it does have. And he listed it for $15 plus $3 shipping and handling while I was on, and I immediately snagged it. An off-center Jefferson nickel, they trade anywhere from $8 to 15 bucks. But with a brokerage error, if this is graded certified, they can go upwards of over $100. Raw, they typically trade anywhere from 25 to 60 bucks. I already took it, got it in hand. I'll show it to you in a second, and I already have it listed in the Coin Opp sales group for 35 bucks, which is still a deal for it. But that's just to show you, I spent $18.29 total on that coin. And if I sell it for my asking price, I doubled up. So literally, that's a very, very quick way to make some fast money if you're into cherry picking stuff like eBay. Pluter Man, I just found an interesting quote on eBay. Is there any way I can show it to you? Should I just email the Coin Opp? Yes, go ahead, Pluter Man. Just go ahead and shoot me an email over there. Send a link to it. That way I can go take a look. I'll let you know. I promise you I won't go bid on it either. Listing from a 1996 penny. No pitting apparent. No copper on either side. Heavy Metal Silver, if you found a 1996 Lincoln Cent that is missing its copper plating, one, it could be an error. There are errors out there that are missing the copper plating. They typically trade anywhere from 15 to about 40 bucks. Sometimes more. If it's graded certified, they can go for a lot more. But also be careful, because people will take like gold test acid or various acids that will strip that copper layer right off. So if you don't see any pitting or no signs that it was acid treated, you might have a very nice mint error there, Heavy Metal Silver. I found a 1993 Memorial with a double W on Wii yesterday. 1913 nickel. Without seeing an image, I couldn't tell you on it offhand. But Jasper, I'll get to your question in just a second. But a lot of times, the doubling can be on. It could be anything. Without seeing it, I couldn't tell you. It could be anything from strike doubling to die deterioration to an actual double die. So I would have to see it. You could always shoot me an email with an image of it. Hey, Tuz, how much is a 1938 wheat penny worth? Sorry for asking again, but I have 5 of them, and I want to know about how much I can get for one. Okay, well, Jasper, with a 1938 wheat cent, with the wheat cents, if it's a common date, which that's more of a common date, if it's a circulated common date, they typically go for a few cents, 5 cents a piece, sometimes more, but typically with things like that, you want a pile of them, you sell them either by the pound or roll or by 1,000, something like that. If they are uncirculated or really nice examples, then they can be worth a few bucks, upwards of 20, 30, even more. It just depends on the grade. Okay, yes, Gustavo. Here are 2 email addresses that you can reach us at with Coin Opp. First one is my personal one, derringermagic@gmail.com. That's a very good one to reach me at. Or you can always go to Coin Opp channel at gmail.com. If you leave an email at coinoppchannel.com, it's not just my opinion. It would also be Robert Lawson's opinion. We both have access to that email and check those emails. Not sure if you remember, but I sent a pic of a 5-cent euro with raised spot, possibly died. And you said you were... Oh, no. Coins for Amateur, I have not. I do not have anything for you yet on that. I will get back to you. There's another good YouTube channel. Coins for Amateurs is on here. That's another channel that I like a lot. I just plugged Justin with Couch Collectibles. I might as well plug you guys as well. If you want to see a real family-oriented channel with coin searching and talking about coins, they have it down. It's a group of them that coin search as a family. It's really cool. I just really like the concept, and it's a really cool channel. So make sure you go check them out, too. How much is a 1906 penny worth? Okay, a 1906 Indian head cent. If it's a circulated one, anywhere from about $1 upwards of a few dollars. I know like AU examples trade anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks. Uncirculated examples can trade for 30, upwards of $100, depending on how nice an uncirculated example it is. I found a 1959 Jefferson nickel with pretty good steps, possibly 5 full steps. If I send it to NGC. Hey, thanks, brother. This channel too. Hey. Oh, hey, thank you, Christopher Randall, with the $10 super chat. Make sure you shoot me an email over at derringermagic@gmail.com. I'll leave that again. That way I can get a hold of your contact info, your video, and double dash. Split stairs. Got my juices flowing. Thanks, the light bulb is almost on. You the man. That's an awesome comment. I would like you to look like him. Yes, please, anybody who has any kind of questions on coins, feel free to shoot me an email. Sometimes it can take me a little bit to get to them, sometimes not. I do get overworked. I've got my normal stuff going on during the daytime. I get literally hundreds of emails, plus all the stuff from Facebook and other social platforms. So bear with me. Have patience. If you do send me emails, I will get to you. I'm going to go back to the eBay cherry picking topic. I wanted to show you some other ones. Let's see here. Right here was one that I cherry picked. Person had this one. If you look at the title, it's listed correctly. Just they had it listed in the wrong section. I'm trying to remember what section he had it listed in, but it was not in the coin section, and nobody had bid on it. I was the only one who bid on it, and I got this for $2 and change plus like $3 shipping. And this was 4 different double-dyed Lincoln cents. I ended up keeping 2 of them, and I sold 2 others at 10 bucks a piece. So I made money off of it and added double dyes to my collection. So that was a good one. Let's see, we got Madeira Quality Cleaning Distribution, MQC, with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much for that super chat. I'm going to post my email once again. Make sure you shoot me an email over there, Madeira Quality Cleaning Distribution. That way I can get your contact info so I can send you an error or variety coin. What's up, Dustin? How are you? I'm okay, Sophie. How are you? I have 2 bicentennial with full strikes and full details on the drum. How much do these sell for usually? Okay, Jerry Holdridge, with the bicentennial quarters, that's one. The problem with bicentennial quarters is the same problem with $2 bills. Everybody just assumes because it's a bicentennial that it's collectible and they put them aside. So with the bicentennial quarters, there are a lot of them that are uncirculated in AU examples that were held on to. So nice uncirculated ones can be worth a couple bucks, but there's a lot of them out there, so they're not worth a fortune or anything special. That's the same with $2 bills. A lot of, let me write that down, just make sure I got it. Quality cleaning. The $2 bills, a lot of people think that regular $2 bills are collectible, but what people don't realize is the Treasury mints them, or makes them to this day. They still print them. So when people see them, they'll throw them right into a collection. So there's just lots of uncirculated, really nice $2 bills out there. The 3 House Cats. You asked what a super chat is. If you're looking where you leave a comment directly beneath where it says say something, there should be a little symbol that has a $sign. If you were to click on that, you could leave a comment but also tip in it. A lot of channels utilize that. They do contests and giveaways. I don't really do that, but if somebody does leave me a tip on a super chat, I do send an error or variety coin of my choosing to you at my expense. So if you were to leave me a super chat, I'd send you something in return. Yes, Brian, West Canada did stop making pennies. U.S. is next. You know, every year, Brian, they talk about doing away with the U.S. cent, and every year they don't do it. I know they brought it up again, and at the end of the meeting, it's going to be, we're going to have Lincoln cents for at least a few more years. There are no plans of doing away with Lincoln cents in the next few years currently. That could always change, though. That pretty much does cost a lot of money to make a Lincoln cent, probably more than they are worth. All right, I'm going to show you one more example of cherry picking eBay. Wait, did I already show you that one? Yes, I did. That's not the example. Here we go. Here's one more example. This was an off-center Lincoln cent that was also a brokerage error. And once again, somebody had this listed wrong. Oh, they didn't have it listed wrong. They had it listed in the wrong section. I love looking in wrong sections. When I find coins listed in wrong sections on eBay, people usually don't bid on them. Once again, nobody bid on this, and I had an opening bid of $4. So I bought it for $4 plus shipping. That is easily a $20 to $50 error coin. And I literally pulled that from eBay for just a few bucks. And that one went into my collection. So there you go. You can easily cherry pick eBay. Just make sure if you are cherry picking eBay, you know exactly what it is that you are looking for. It is very easy to get suckered into fake coins and all of that stuff. At one of these points coming up, I took a whole bunch of images of various fakes, and I want to do a video on how to spot fake coins. Getting into spotting fake coins, it does take some experience, some practice. If you do have a coin shop in your area, or you ever find yourself out at a coin shop, ask the dealer. Ask the dealer if they have any examples of fake coins for you to look at. Once you've seen a few fakes in hand, you can spot them a mile away, especially one of the cheap Chinese cast fakes. I've seen some horrible fakes, but I've also seen some really good ones. Oh, make sure you're careful when you are buying from eBay. eBay can be a nightmare to buy from at times. Hello, my son. Hi, Dustin. This is Robert's son checking out the live and loving it. Well, Celestial Gaming Freaks, how are you doing? It's awesome having Robert Lawson's son on here. I didn't realize that was Robert's son. Big shout out to Celestial Gaming Freaks. It's Robert Lawson's son. It looks like he has a YouTube channel. It looks like probably a gaming channel. If you're into gaming, go check that out. Let's see. Ann said, love the show, learning about coins. Thank you, Ann. That's the point. I like to try and help educate people with what information I can on error and variety coins. I love error and variety coins, especially double dies, repunch mint marks, mint errors. I love mint errors. My Coin Opp logo is a bonded coin. I personally want a bonded coin. I can't afford $1,000 to $2,000 for a coin, unfortunately. Wow, Silver King with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Silver King. Silver King, I just posted my email address again. Make sure you shoot me an email so I can get your contact information. And that way I can get some stuff sent out to you. So what's to come to the Washington and Cook's Burger? My food truck, it's only 135. Dakota, I see you said about your food truck. I don't know what state you're in. I know out here in Pennsylvania today, it was definitely a hot, humid day. They were calling for thunderstorms all day and nothing ever came through, so it just stayed real hot and sticky. Now my brother, my youngest brother Ben, owns a food truck down in Texas, and I know he doesn't even, during the summer, doesn't even open up until almost nightfall because of how hot it is. How do you know when the coins is in the wrong place on eBay? Okay, Paul, that is a really good question. Basically, I start, when I go to cherry pick eBay, first of all, I'll have a list. I'll take out a piece of paper and a pen, and I'll make a list of what it is that I'm looking for. Things that I personally like looking for are mint errors that are listed wrong, or I like looking for 1917 double dies, 1936 double dies, 1888 over 7 Indian head cents, and a few various other things. So what I do is I go pull up die markers and all kinds of stuff like that, and then I just go over to eBay and I start pulling up images and I look at them. Now, to find where people have things listed wrong, that comes into play with I kind of figured that was you, Ryan Madison. Dacone710 is Ryan Dacone Madison, who the last 2 videos I put out, I actually did something for him. He's the one who sent me that big box of pennies. He sent me a $25 box of 1960s and 70s Lincoln cents for me to search. I did find some not double dies, some repunch mint marks and various die cracks and little things like that out of the lot. I will get some of those photographed for you, Ryan, so that you can see what I found out of that box. But that was really cool. I never had anybody send me an entire box of pennies like that before, so that was awesome. Send pictures. Send pictures. We have flooding here in Illinois. It's not where I'm at, but further north. Okay, so to find where they have them listed wrong, first I start off by using wrong keywords. I start looking up keywords that the average person who knows nothing of coins would start with. So I'll spell things wrong, double dyed, I'll spell wrong. I'll start with mint errors, and I'll just spell things wrong. Then what I'll do is I'll go over to just other sections of eBay. With nothing in the search results, I'll go over to in the collectibles like comic books or something, and I will just quickly switch it to show listings that are ending within the next, the most current ending auctions, and I'll glance through them. And a lot of times when you're glancing through things, you will eventually find an image of a coin that somebody has in the wrong spot. Don't ask me how. I've listed stuff on eBay many times, many years. I don't know how you get it listed in the wrong spot, but people do. Hello, Elfish. I bought coin PCs from eBay. Can the slab coins be faked or not? Yes, Julio Escobar. There are fake coins in fake slabs. I have seen them on eBay. I've even seen them at coin shows before. If you were to Google fake PCGS or fake NGC slabs, you will see examples of them. Typically, if it's in a fake slab, there's something off on it. It's either one of the holograms is off. There's just something that is off. Hi, can I please send you some more pictures? Of course you can, Gabriella. Reviews on eBay. Yes, Cheryl, reading the reviews on eBay is key. If somebody does not have very good reviews, or in the last month they have had some negative reviews, just don't do business with them. There are a lot of people who will go and they'll start an eBay account, they'll sell things proper and normal, and they'll get up over 20, 30 positive reviews, and then they'll just go and just scam people and get their eBay account blacklisted. So if you see somebody that has great feedback for the last year, and then in the last month they suddenly have 3 or 4 negative feedbacks, don't do business with them. The U.S. make one coins. Will it be okay to melt copper ones down to sell for copper value? Technically, Brian, you could melt them down now if you wanted to. They frown upon it, but coinage is not like paper currency. You're not allowed to trash paper currency and stuff. I know that. But with coins, once you own a coin, it's yours to do with as you want. So that's how people make hobo nickels and fancy designs on them and turn them into jewelry. I mean, I wear coins as jewelry. Well, yeah, Ryan Madison to Cone with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Once again, I mean, you already know how to contact me. I talk to you all the time, but I will post my email again anyhow. Make sure you shoot me an email. Well, actually, you don't even need to because you've mailed to me. I have your return address. Hi, Coin Opp. Did you get my email since Sunday or Monday? Devin, what was your email? Hope all is well. Question. I have a 1968 no mint mark dime. Is this a keeper? Maria Gonzalez with the no S dimes. The no S dimes that are valuable are proof dimes. All the proof dimes are supposed to have an S mint mark. The ones without are worth lots of money. Proof dimes you're not typically going to find in your pocket change. Sometimes they are there. Sometimes people will throw them in pocket change. Proof coins are made specifically for collectors. They have a different finish. They have a very sharp, squared off rim. They have lots of a lot more details. They're struck multiple times. And Sheraldi with the $2 super chat. Send me an email as well at derringermagic@gmail.com. Thank you for your super chat. Make sure you send me an email, though, and that way I can get you hooked up as well. Anyhow, what was we just talking about? I just had a brain fart. I had a handful of 1995 Lincoln pennies where the Lincoln Memorial image came through the front side of the coin. How much are they worth now, do you think? Okay, well, there is what's called indirect design transfer. Now, there's die clashes, and then there's also an indirect design transfer. A lot of times, what you'll be seeing on a coin is what's called an indirect design transfer, and there really isn't any extra value to those. If it's a die clash, though, those are worth money. Where was that comment at? No S. Oh yeah, talking about no S proof dimes. Okay, with the no S proof dimes. So the proof ones you typically aren't going to find in circulation. In circulation, you have what's called business strike. Dimes in the 1960s and a lot of them in the 70s that are business strike that were minted in Philadelphia do not have a mint mark. So a 1968 no S dime that you find in your pocket change is typically a Philadelphia business strike coin. And no, they typically don't have any extra value. The 1968 no S proof dimes, I think there's only 6 of them known. Just so you know, they're very, 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 very rare, and that's why they're worth a fortune. That's what I thought. Maybe I misheard that. Yeah, Coins for Amateur, you did mishear me there on that. You shouldn't be melting down your coins. Sold at Heritage for a good amount. It's in really nice condition. The 1985 that sold at Heritage. 1985 what? Thank you. Awesome. Proof dimes. So what other questions do you guys have tonight? To open the slab with definitely visible issues. I've heard this question before. Okay, wait. What was the question here too? What is the carved coin in the bottom right of your stream? Ah, heavy metal silver. The carved coin on the bottom right of my screen is a hobo half cent that somebody had carved. It's basically they carved a skull into Lady Liberty. I just thought it was really cool, and I use that as my watermark. If you were to actually click that logo at the bottom of the screen, it takes you to the subscribe thing, so that's kind of cool. And it looks like somebody, Julio, had asked about opening slabs. Opening slabs could be complicated, just so you guys know. If any of you have ever tried to crack open a slab, I strongly suggest you leave that up to somebody who's done it before. If a coin is in a slab, just leave it there. If you're sending it off to be cross-graded, let's say you have an NGC slab and you want it in a PCGS slab, just send it to them. They'll remove it for you. Cracking them out of a slab, you can easily damage a coin doing that. So I strongly suggest you don't crack coins out of slabs. unless you are very familiar with doing it or have experience doing it. What about a 1966 DDR Canadian cent? Dacona, I'm not very familiar with error and varieties on foreign currency. Now, there are people in our groups that are. I just haven't gotten into it. I know Ken Potter is in the Coin Opp group. If you were to ask him, I know he knows a lot about the foreign error and varieties. What about a 1990 penny no mint? Same. Yes, Maria, the 1990 no S. We've got a $5 super chat from James Kim Delaney with a rainbow finish on it today. Is it worth more than 10 cents? James Kim Delaney, to answer your question on a 2016 dime, if you found a nice toned dime that is naturally toned, not artificially toned, they do typically carry a premium. People love toned coins. I am one of them. And Sheraldi with the $20 super chat. I'm going to post my email address again. Everybody who just left me a super chat, please email me. That way I can get contact information and get you some stuff sent out at my expense. Okay. Now, the 1990 penny. Now, Maria, with the 1990 no S Lincoln cent, once again, that is on a proof set. The 1990 no S Lincoln cent is with the proof sets. Typically, those are found looking through the proof sets. I do know in the Coin Opp group on Facebook about a month ago, one of our members, or maybe it was a month and a half to 2 months ago, one of our members found a 1990 no S Lincoln cent in a proof set just recently. So that's like a $10,000 score. Found a 1926 S Mercury dime between the baseboard and floor of an old home we were renovating. And that has got me interested. Still have that dime. It's really nice condition with full bands. Ronnie Slagle, if you had a 1926 S Mercury dime with full split bands, that is really, really cool. Let me see here. We're going to pull up value on that real quick. I did mention before on the last one, because people were asking me prices and values, stuff along those lines. I did make sure I had a bunch of reference pulled up in front of me in case anybody asked me anything like that this live stream. And fortunately, you guys aren't doing a whole lot of that today. But let's take a look at a 1926 S Mercury dime. Wow. With full split bands. Wow. Well, that's really cool. If you were to head over to PCGS's price guide and take a look at the 1926 S Mercury dimes and take a look at the ones with full split bands, it looks like they start out at around $1,000. Oh, yeah, Gabriella, the JB Coins, when he likes posting videos about the very high MS Lincoln cents that sell in auction and high MS coins. JB was not lying to you either. That 1985 penny really did sell for that amount of money. What he does over on his channel, he likes showing the super high MS coins. What a high MS coin is uncirculated coins. The coin grading system is 1 through 70. An uncirculated coin is 60 through 70, 70 being absolute perfect. It's very, 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 very rare a coin ever gets an MS-70 grade. It's really hard and tough for them to even get an MS-69 or 68 grade. But basically, an uncirculated coin starts out in MS-60 and goes up to MS-70. MS-65 and above is considered a Gem BU or Gem Brilliant uncirculated. There's very nice. Anything MS-65 and above is super high grade. Well, what JB Coins likes doing, he likes making videos showing you the top population, the super highest graded coins in existence. So that 1985 was a top pop. It was the highest graded Lincoln cent that's in existence. So if you figure they they mint hundreds of millions to billions of Lincoln cents every year. So to have one that literally is the top graded one, it's definitely going to be worth some money. And some of those high MS coins sell for huge amounts of money. And I mean ridiculous amounts of money. I've seen some of these super high MS coins just go for insane amounts of money. What are you using for references? Dave, for references, I use a whole number of things. For basically a quick reference to get a roundabout for value, a lot of times I'll go over to PCGS's price guide, If you go to PCGS's website, they have a price guide. Now, do keep in mind that their price guide is the prices realized for coins in a PCGS holder. So if you're trying to find values for a raw coin that is not in a holder, well, it's going to be less than what a graded holdered coin typically would fetch. I like yours the best. I have bottles of coin. How do I begin and how do I donate? Jeanette Rokovina, you're newbie. You have lots of coin videos, and I like yours the best. Well, thank you. I enjoy having you here. You have bottles of coins. How do I begin and how do I donate? To begin searching, I recommend, I have some videos up here that are for beginners getting started. I would recommend checking out websites like Lincoln Cent Resource. There's just a whole plethora of websites when you're new. Basically, you want to put together a list of what it is that you want to search for. So if you're into double dies, repunched mint marks, pull up which ones you want to look through for. First of all, when I got into it, what I did is I only looked for the major ones. Basically, I got a hold of a copy of the Red Book, and whatever double dies or varieties they had listed in the Red Book is what I was searching for. Then I ended up getting a copy of Strike It Rich with Pocket Change, and I got my copies of the Cherry Picker's Guide. And both of those two book series opened my eyes to tons of different varieties. So my biggest suggestion to you, if you're new into coin searching and want to know how to get started, would be to check out various websites like coppercoins.com, doubledie.com, varietyvista.com, lincolncentresource.com. All four of those would definitely be very beneficial to you. 1 Million Pennies Project, which is Ken Peavy's, one of our admins' blog, which is awesome. He's got a lot of very, very useful information. Actually, let me see if I can't pull up a link to that. Ken Peavy, he's one of the admins in our group. He has a blog called the 1 Million Pennies Project, and it's literally a website and blog that is dedicated to newer people. It has just a plethora of useful information. Here's a link. Should have just posted it to you. I definitely recommend checking that out. He has a lot of useful information over there. And then the other thing I would recommend getting a hold of, a Cherry Picker's Guide. It's a two-part book series. The first one is going to be on, the first book in the series is on Lincoln cents and Jefferson nickels. Well, large cents and small cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, and nickels and half dimes. And then the second one is on everything else. Thank you, Antonio. Coin Trackers is also a really good site. Thank you so much, Sean Wu, for recommending Coin Trackers. That was one that I was missing. There's a whole bunch of good sites that I'm missing. Like for CUDs, there's CUDs on Coins. For Die Trails, it's dietrails.com. There's just a ton of good sites. But get a copy of Cherry Pickers and get a copy of Strike It Rich, and also get a copy of the Red Book. All of those books are fairly inexpensive. If you even want bookstores, you could typically find used copies. What's your favorite coins in your collection? 1913 Nickel E. A couple of my favorites are right behind me. Currently, my favorite coin in my coin collection, I showed it in another one, well, briefly. I have an 1873 Indian Head Cent that's a Double Liberty. It's the closed 3 Double Liberty variety. I have always wanted one of those. It's a very, very... Can I donate $20 with a debit? Christensen 623. I'm not too sure. If you click the super chat button, I believe it has its options. So if you wanted to donate, I would just try hitting the super chat button. But yeah, so I have an 1873. It's right here. I have it self-slabbed. It's low grade. It is not the greatest grade, but in like fine condition, these things are worth thousands. Now this is a lower grade, but you can still see the doubling. Now Liberty is gone. I would love one that has the doubling. You can physically see it in the Liberty, but you can still see the Liberty on all of the other, the doubling on all the other devices on that coin. Currently, that is my favorite, and the only reason is I have always wanted one, and when I was finally able to get one, it was just a lot for me. Dustin must have ADD. He's talking about one thing and then I probably do have ATT. Barnes and Nobles has a ton of coin. Yes, they do. So just nice. Email Robert Lawson. Sorry. Let's see. What is the smallest diameter coin ever produced by the U.S. Mint? That's a good question. I don't know that off the top of my head. Robert Lawson, would you, if you're still watching, would you happen to know what the smallest diameter coin ever produced by the U.S. Mint would be? I know our small cents are only 19 millimeters, but we also did make the silver 3-cent pieces, and those are really small. I don't think I have a red book over here. I'm not too sure. 43 wheat cent is very common in circulation, probably worth around 3. Can you see my last post? George Shuley. Okay. Yeah, Sean, I would also agree. I think the 3-cent piece would probably, ooh, would the gold 1/10 ounce count? It's smaller than a dime. Actually, Dave Weber, yeah, it would be a coin that we mint. Did you ever show Mr. Lawson my 1960? No. Oh my goodness, I absolutely forgot. Robert Lawson, if you were watching, remind me to show you the 1966 dime that Ryan DeCone Madison sent me images of. He found a 1966 dime that has the 5 on cheek, and it's a circulated one, and it looks identical to your 1966 SMS dime with the 5 on cheek, your discovery piece. I love the design of the trimes. Amber Lester, I also love the design of the trimes. I love the 3-cent pieces. They're wonderful. I have 2 1972 S double die pennies. I'll email you a pic. I would like your opinion on these 2 pennies. Please do, Maria. Shoot me an email once again. I'll post both of the email addresses I can be reached at. There's my personal one is the one right there. Anybody who left me a super chat, make sure you shoot me an email to that email address. And then if you would like to send images for both my opinion and Robert Lawson's opinion, make sure you shoot an email to coinoppchannel@gmail.com. We both have access to that, and we both do look at them. Yeah, Pluterman, I do know that the 3-cent silver is 14 millimeters. Carson City Morgan dollar. Gabriel, what's the best way to submit a coin for grading? That is an excellent question. First of all, for grading, the 3 main grading companies that I would recommend are NGC, PCGS, and Anax, N-A-N-A-C-S. I recommend any one of those 3. Anax and NGC, both of those you have to be a member. But with membership, there's a membership fee. When you pay your membership fee, you get free submissions. So your membership fee and your free submissions kind of wash each other out. So, you know, kind of your first submissions end up kind of being free if you think about it. And then Anax, you don't need to be a member, and they're very affordable. But to submit a coin, just go over to any of their websites, ngc.com, pcgs.com, or anax.com, and they have posted on their sites how to submit coins, and it's not as hard as you think. Your first time to submit coins, it can be a learning curve, but after that it becomes pretty easy. Now, if you don't want to submit coins directly, most local dealers, and make sure when I'm talking about local dealers, Devin Pompley, are you seeing my responses? What are your responses, Devin? Coin Opp photo 2016 nickel die clash of eyes on reverse. I would love to see that image. Send me an image of that 2016 nickel with the die clash of the eyes on the reverse. I would love to see that. But the other way that you can submit coins for a third-party grading is to go to a local dealer. Now, if the local dealer has PCGS authorized dealer or an NGC logo or Anax logo, it means, hi, Sylvia, I see that you're in here. Hi, Sylvia. It means that they can submit coins to those companies for you. So if I go to a coin dealer and on the front window or on the door it says PCGS authorized dealer, I know I can bring my coin in, typically pay like 38 to 40 bucks, and they'll send it in for you, and they'll call you when it comes back. So you can always do that as well. Most local dealers will do that for you. Some of them do not, but most of them do. Tommy? Hi, Sylvia. 1 coin, 1978, 1 pound. Hi, Sylvia. Oh, look at everybody saying hi to Sylvia. Sylvia has the YouTube channel SJ's Mixed Adventures. Sylvia is very active in all of the coin channels live streams, and she's active in all of the groups online, and she does some metal detecting. So if you want to check out metal detecting and coins, Sylvia's YouTube channel is for that. She's awesome. Well, everyone, we're about 4 minutes away before this live stream comes to a close. We end at 9 o'clock. I would like to go on longer. However, I do know that other YouTube channels have their live streams, and I do not like to overlap other people. That way, if Couch Collectibles or Half Dollar Make You Holler or any of these other people have their live streams going, I don't take away from any of their viewers. I don't like doing that to people. Say hi to me. Brittany Schollard, hi. How are you? You said to say hi to you, so I'm saying hi to you. Hi, Sylvia. I do metal detecting too. Oh, Sylvia, you just woke up. Well, Sylvia, you are catching the tail end. Can you see my last question? George Shuki, what was your last question? Let me scroll up. George Shuki, hi, Sylvia. Apparently, I did not see your last question, George. So if you could retype it, that would be amazing. Hey, Coin Slacker. Smallest coin for US. Great night, everybody. Got to fix the grandkids some popcorn. Oh, yeah. Yep, so next Wednesday, I believe the topic is going to be on how double dies come into existence. I did want to break down and explain the hubbing process, how the dies are made, the actual minting process, to help give everybody a little bit better understanding of how these come into existence. Bye, everybody. The other thing, the next video on mint errors that I'm going to do is going to be on dropped letters. So do look for that. It'll either be Friday's video or Monday's video. Most likely Monday's video. I still have more images I have to get together for it. So most likely it'll be Monday's video. So stay tuned for that. If you would like to help our channel, you can always do so by leaving comments like you guys are right now. Definitely by hitting that thumbs up button. The more you hit the thumbs up button, the more it does encourage YouTube to share our content with more and more people. And that's how we get exposure. Also by sharing. You guys want to, you can share our content wherever you want to. I don't care. I actually enjoy it when people share our stuff. I know some people don't like it when people share their stuff. I could never figure out how or why. But feel free to share whatever videos I have whenever you want to. And as always, everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who sent me a super chat tonight. I will be sending you all coins. So make sure you send me an email. Sylvia, shoot me, message me here in a little bit on Facebook Messenger, and I'll explain to you how to set up your live streaming. Great show. Thank you. If you have not been to our website, we do have a website. It is varietyerrors.com. There's a link to it. If you check out our website, we do have a lot of stuff. Kyle Frank, who is my publicist and media manager, he does a lot of stuff over there on that website. We recently built an auction side, and we are adding stuff to it. The only dealers that are allowed to sell on the auction side of that website are vetted dealers that I know will not be ripping people off or selling fakes or anything like that. So make sure you go check that out. And as always, everybody, it's been fun. Have fun and keep searching. Let's find my clothes.